Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum everyone, and I hope you're having a blessed Ramadan. I'm here at my parents' house, and it's wonderful to be with family during Ramadan. I'm actually a convert, so my parents aren't Muslim, but they've always been so supportive of me on the path of Islam that it feels great to be here and to share this time with them. During Ramadan, I always like to hold some divine names in my heart to help me along. And this Ramadan, there are three in particular which I've been holding. The first is Al-Qudus, which I'm sure many of you are aware means the pure or holy. And Ramadan is all about purification, purifying our appetites, our thoughts, our emotions. So for me, it's a really important name to carry. It helps me through. And interestingly, in English, the word holy is related to the word wholesome. They share the same Germanic root. And it gives us a clue, I think, as to the nature of Al-Qudus, in that Allah is the pure one, but also the one who makes us whole, who makes us complete. And I think that's something perhaps to contemplate during Ramadan. Another divine name I've been holding is As-Samad, which can be translated in so many different ways, but perhaps my favorite is the satisfier of all needs. And I think that's a really important name perhaps to dwell on during Ramadan, because one of the things that we experience during Ramadan is our own need, our bodily needs, the hunger we experience, the thirst. And just dwelling on that helps us understand our human frailty and the vulnerability, which is an aspect of who we are. And in fact, Shams of Tabriz, who was Rumi's teacher, he used to say that one of the most important qualities that the spiritual seeker can have on the path is an awareness of their need, of their utter dependence on God, on our Creator, who has no needs whatsoever. And he said, Shams of Tabriz said, there's nothing you can bring Allah except your own need, because Allah has everything. But the one thing Allah doesn't have is need. So bring your need to Allah. And finally, the third name, which I've been holding this Ramadan, is Al-Baqi, which means the eternal. Because, I remember my first Ramadan, I was hopeless. It felt like trying to fast felt like my life, my whole day was disintegrating, just taking away meal times. And I felt adrift in this kind of ocean, a timeless ocean, because meal times had been the kind of ways that I felt time. I felt it progressing, and suddenly they were taken away. And it was such a strange alien feeling for me, very unsettling at the time. And I failed miserably at the fast, but the more I think you experience it, the more you begin to find this expansive quality where within this timelessness, where you're entering a kind of eternal present. And it's quite a beautiful feeling. So I think that name, the Eternal, God the Eternal, is really one to dwell on during Ramadan. And I think in that eternal moment, inshallah, we can start to feel a positive disintegration as our ego starts to disintegrate and become a little bit less rigid, and we become more of our essential self, our higher self, our true self. And that would be what I would wish for everyone during Ramadan. May we become our true selves. Thank you.